I'm live. I'm making some dinner. Got up super early today, so I'm a little bit tired. No, it's not a Suzuki commercial. I'm gonna go grab the power plug for my little stove. So I told Gabe that I would try ramen noodles with a sardine in it. So I'm gonna make some ramen noodles with a sardine in it. I didn't say specifically what type, so I'm gonna go soy sauce. Because I think that might fit more. I think like the Asian thing that he was going for with it. Uh, so yeah, I just got on live here. I was on a live for a couple hours on TikTok, and I prefer to do lives here, but the paychecks from here are monthly, and those from TikTok are weekly. So, man, my hair is just tragic. There's a slight nip in the air. I love it. Tuna is good in top ramen. I hate that I'm so overweight right now. That like when I smile, I have like this fat face. Ugh. Yeah, it might heat faster if I turned it on. Just gonna. Alright, so what kind of sardine should I put in it? Okay, we have sardines and water. Definitely not tomato. Yes. We have water, soybean oil, and olive oil. That one's not bad. The olive oil is pretty tasty. However, if I'm going soy sauce, should I also go with the ramen in the soybean oil? Although the olive oil might bring out some good flavors. Hello, Jane in Northern Virginia. Yeah, that would be a lot of soy together. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with the olive oil, although I prefer those when it comes to just eating them regularly. So I might just use water. What do y'all guys think? Regular water or olive oil to put into my ramens? I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I hope that I do. Either way, I'm gonna eat it, but yay. Oil. Dude, you're fat. Oil. Almost unanimous. Oil it is. I also had ramen for lunch, so I'm just gonna reuse the bowl. Waste not, want not. Yes, I had a run-in with the bears last night. That video is going to be heading up on YouTube probably tomorrow. There he is. Blue herring. One of my favorite birds. Let's see if I can get a good shot of him. He's coming in for a landing. Even on the windy day. So cool. I love the blue herring. My dad, for a while, would call them the sorcerer bird. Oh, I'm sorry, Ken. Oh, you lived in Alaska for 8 years. That is cool. Let me get the right angle. I'm gonna be here a couple weeks. I'm waiting for my ferry. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for about a week, until around the 15th, 16th, then my paycheck comes in. Then I head back out to the old homestead, and I'm gonna head out there and just play around, basically. Cool, Josh. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the videos. I like YouTube because it lets me be able to slow down a bit. I don't have to rush through my videos as much. Yep, Ken. If Bear is up here early enough and I'm here late enough, we're gonna meet up, hang out. Ooh, someone's message was restricted. Do I respond to questions? Technically, that was a question. Fantic. Hey, just randomly arrived here. No idea that you had a YouTube channel. I'm a big fan of the show here in Brazil. Very cool. Watched all the episodes. That is very cool, Fantic. Actually, if you just found my YouTube channel, you should be sure to subscribe and go check out my videos. I have, I think 4 or 5 videos of me here in Alaska that you should check out. You might get a kick out of it. It is basically me just doing my thing and posting. And waiting for water to boil. So Bear actually doesn't have a plan to go out to the island. His plan, I believe, is to mostly stay on Prince of Wales and adventure around there looking for his own piece of property. I don't know if he's planning on coming out to the island at all. He has an invitation to the island while I'm there, but I don't know if he's going to accept it. My hair is tragic. Man, maybe I should use some of this water on my hair, because it is, like, all over the place. Aw, very cool. I'm glad you like it, Angela. I don't currently live in Alaska. I'm here to get my property fixed up for my kiddos. So my kiddos like the shorter noodles, so you break it once along each of its axes. But I guess these are for me, so I don't have to do that. Actually, I don't currently have a plan to go gold mining or prospecting at all. I have no prospects. But yeah. You with those sad eyes, don't be unhappy. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you can make you feel so small. Show me a smile then. Ooh, that is strong. Hello, Marette. Happy birthday. I didn't ask Gabe if I put the sardines in while it's still boiling, or if I wait until after. I think I'm gonna wait until after. I'm just waiting on my ferry. And more importantly, I'm enjoying my time here. Agreed, Carb. That's what I was thinking. Yes, my brother Gabe wanted me to try sardines and ramens, so here goes. Hello, Fred. What is my biggest grammatical pet peeve? I don't know if it's classified as grammatical. but I don't like it when people say 110%. So, if someone was to, I'm going to back up so you can see more of the view behind me. If someone was to say, I gave it 110%, there is no such thing as anything above 100%, because therefore it becomes the new 100%. There is only 100% to deal with. So if there's an extra 10, it would have been included, therefore it would have just been the 100%. Where did you find this magical extra percentage in a finite percent? There is no such thing as extra percentages when you're saying, I gave it 100%. Because 100% in the situation is all that there is. So that's one of my pet peeves. Like, so it's like, I gave it 110%. I'm like, where the heck did you find an extra 10%? That means you weren't trying your hardest. You were doing 90%, then you decided to give it the other 10%, making it 100%! Anyway, that's something that bothers me a little bit. Anyway. No, so I'm currently in Haines, Alaska. I'm waiting for my ferry to take me to Ketchikan. And then I'll be heading from Ketchikan. I'll spend probably a weekend there, a couple days maybe. Meet up, say hi to some old friends, that sort of thing. And then I will head out to Hollis, which is on Prince of Wales. Spend some time there, check out some old places, and then head over to my land, spend some time there. Am I nuts being alone? No. Nope. No. I actually get to call my kiddos in about an hour and 20 minutes. Yes, Ketchikan. Spelled significantly differently than that, but yes. Eventually I will build on the island. I have plans. I have big plans for the future. My hair looks like a travesty. It definitely needs to be fixed. Need to throw some water on it. It is. Isn't that great scenery? Little white caps everywhere. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide slowly slip away. Sorry. Something that I do find funny, based after one of those comments, was someone said, it's that guy from the fake TV show. If it was filmed, produced, edited, and aired on TV, it's actually not a fake TV show. It means it's a real TV show. If what you're insinuating is that the stuff on it was staged, scripted, altered, not reality, you can actually go on and check the official Discovery website, And it states that it was unscripted. Because legally, they have to state if it's scripted or not, because you have to give credits to script writers and showrunners and such. And if you don't, it's illegal. So, technically, if our show was scripted, it would say it was scripted or staged. But it wasn't, because it isn't. A little bit more than al dente. I'm gonna let it sit a little longer. Might add some more water because it's cooling down rapidly. So, a little bit more hot water in there. But I am going to go ahead and put in my fish into it. Not sure about this, but Gabe was adamant. However, I think I'm going to warm up my fish before I put it in, because the air is cooling down my ramen quite quickly. Watching the tide slowly slip away. I technically have a residency in Washington, therefore I have not abandoned my children. But I am currently on a trip down to my house that I have, my property here in Alaska. And I'm fixing it up so I can bring my sons with me next year. Have I seen any bears today? No, not today. Not since the incident yesterday. You know, on TikTok, when you're doing a live, you can swipe to the side, and it makes it to where all you can see is the comments, and you can't see yourself. It blacks it out, but you can see the comments, which is what I prefer. Because I hate seeing myself. Because every time I look over, I'm like, dang. I said, dang. I need to lose some weight. It's like, ugh. If I didn't have whatever this is, I'd have a nice jawline. It's in there somewhere. Just need to trim it out. It is what it is, Bruno, but I appreciate that. Okay. This is for Gabe. He's only steered me wrong a few times. He didn't say whether or not I was supposed to put the juice into it. He didn't say much about this at all, besides, you should try this. So, well, let's see. This had better not be a prank that Gabe was trying to pull on me. Because I have a finite amount of resources here, Gabe. Finite. Okay. It just tastes like I'm eating sardines and noodles. Yeah, at least add a little bit of protein to my noodles. I did have my tarp up, but the wind didn't like it, so it knocked it down. Cozy. Oh, life is just a series of terrible things. All good. Ooh, look at spine. Wish I had my chopsticks with me. It's like 48 or something. I think the estimate was a low in the lows is in the high 40s, and the highs is in the low 50s. Ooh, it's 91 in Texas at 8:20 p.m. Ooh, that's pretty warm. I'm doing good, Tiny Tom. It's 2 a.m. Ooh, that's a time difference. No, I was on the phone with Bear just a couple minutes ago. I was on a live on TikTok before I came over here. And between my TikTok live, my YouTube live, Bear and I were chatting. How old am I? I'm 33. Yep, the tide's coming in. Aw, thank you, Oleg. I don't currently have my hunting or fishing license, but I will next time I get my paycheck. Christine. Okay, let's see. Add as moderator. And dub the moderator. Go forth and banish the heathens. do I believe in Jesus? So that seems like a double-edged sword in a way, because technically Jesus is a historical figure, that there is conclusive evidence that he really existed. The question I believe that you're asking is, do I believe that Jesus Christ is my personal Lord and Savior? The answer to that as well is yes. Saying that you don't believe Jesus was a person at all would be saying like you don't believe Mark Twain existed. Why not stay on the mountain? I'm in Alaska right now. This is Haines, Alaska. Indeed, my ex-wife was from Oregon, yes. My brother Gabe wanted me to try ramen noodles with sardines, so that's what I'm trying. He said, and I quote, "It's really good, man." So. Yes, I have a 2008 Harley Fat Bob. Yeah, I miss my dad too. Is Christine just going like crazy on the haters? It makes me think of like some like halfling or elf running around with the sword just going ah ah. A lot of the time on my lives, especially nowadays, my moderators definitely have a hard task ahead of them. Oh, thank you, Zuda. Thank you, LB. I appreciate that. I appreciate the condolences. It's hard, but I try to remember him in all things. That's the view. It's a good one, except for when I'm in it. I hope so, Oak Ridge. I hope my channel blows up. But, you never know. I know it'd do really well if I had the followers I have on TikTok. But that's taken me, like 2 years or something. I'm sorry, I don't discuss my siblings. you. I appreciate the compliments, as unfounded as they are. You ate the same thing the other day? Yeah, Gabe really likes this, apparently. It's ramen noodles with sardines. It's about 48, I would say. Between 48 and 52, I would say. Karina song, epic last name, sound like a bard. That is outrageous. Thank you so much. I'm not sure if you want to be, but if you want to be, I can definitely make you a moderator. That is outrageous. Thank you. That's very much appreciated. Just here to creep from the bushes. Oh, that's funny. I will know in the morning whether or not I was able to find the short. I think I did. Pardon me. So I'll know in the morning. Right now I just have to wait. And if the battery is dead, then I'll charge it tomorrow. And start again. No worries, Kerbo. Just hit the like button. That helps as well. The more likes my video my live gets, the more reach it gets. And I have an hour until I get to call my boys. Do I own this land? No, I'm staying on a friend's piece of property while she's out of town. Thank you, Florida, Kentucky Life. That's very much appreciated. And that was outrageous. I'm going to put that either towards my gas tank or my fishing license. I do have Venmo. A couple people have requested my Venmo or Cash App because they don't want to give a percentage to YouTube, which is understandable. My Venmo is Noah DC Brown. Nothing else added, just that. You're behind me in the bushes? Okay. Well, you should have come out sooner, because I could have split my food with you. Fishing license costs about $100. Okay, Just Story. There you go. Very much appreciated. Yep, my middle name is Dark Cloud. Yeah, the washing machine that I made in Browntown. I thought it was interesting. Am I in Kentucky? No. I'm currently in Alaska. I don't know what happened. After I left Browntown and all of our things were shipped down, it wasn't included. So I don't know. Yeah, the fishing license get expensive the longer you have it. But it's basically jumps from, I think it's like a week to a year, and the price is difference is just, it's like weird. It's like for an extra $20 you can do a year as opposed to like the week or something like that. Which country would I like to go to? Greece or Egypt? If those are my two choices, I'd say Greece. Yes, I'm currently in Alaska. Is Mosquito Lake good for fishing? I'm not sure. I don't know. It was like it's like over 20 years ago that I was here last. You got blocked by a mod for no reason? I'm sorry. I do have to be very careful who I let moderate. And one of my moderators on TikTok was blocking my top gifters for a while. Yes, I'm Noah Brown from Alaskan Bush People on the Discovery Channel. Do I have a hunting knife on me right now? Yes. I believe that you should always carry a knife because I went through Canada. They didn't let me take my pocket knife. So as soon as I got here, back to Alaska, I just threw my hunting knife on. Yes, my truck has enough rations to last 4 people 2 months because it was the stuff we were supposed to take to the island back when I had a family. Appreciate that, Miles. There's a little nip in the air. I like the temperature when it gets to the point where I can put on a jacket, and it's just like that comfiness of, oh, I have a jacket, and it's like a little nip, and that's kind of my preferred weather. Steffens, neither. I have a 45-70 and a 300 Win Mag. My favorite comic book. Like individual comic book, or do you mean comic book series, or do you mean comic book character? Fish juice, yummy. I appreciate that, Dory. And thank you again. Yes, there is a house on the island, and it doesn't currently have a name. It has a designation, which means that I can actually put in to name the island. Come to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, not Sri Lanka. Not on my to-do list. I know, I'm getting kind of antsy about getting to my island, but it takes time. Yeah, one of them is a 45-70 Marlin. Oh, thank you, Oak Ridge. Much appreciated. So I've been told that there are some bears that will swim over from mainland to get the berries and stuff that are on the island. My ex-wife is in Washington with our children. So it's a beef ramen noodle bowl that I had for lunch, but on the inside it's soy sauce ramen noodles that I tried, and Gabe begged me to put in a sardine. So it's soy sauce ramen noodles with a sardine. Thank you, Maria. Hi, Noah. I hope your channel blows up. Sending you many beautiful blessings. Thank you, Maria. That is very appreciated. Ooh, I love the weather. Oh. Christoph Black. Any relation to Sirius? Can. There we go. Can you say hi to my wife, Tabitha? You were ooh. I'm gonna say that's favorite, but the spacing's messed up. Favorite on the show. Thanks. Hello, Tabitha. You know, this is perfect weather for a hot tea, a book, and just to lean back. Of course, if I'm gonna lean back like this, I should probably get my glasses. You know, I could have set up a windbreak. Yeah, but if it's this way, you can only see that. Up and over. Try to make sure you have a good view. There you go. Better. It is peaceful. It's nice. Yeah, there was an incident last night really, with the grizzly bears around me. I'm gonna be posting that video probably tomorrow. I have to edit it today and then post it tomorrow. It was eventful, to say the least. Eventful. Trees. Don't worry, I'm giving you a good view. It's right back there. The meal, it wasn't bad. I don't see why Gabe was raving about it so much, but it was okay. Yeah, the Marlin 4570, it's a good gun. Where's the family? Most of them are in Washington State, and then Bear, I believe, is still in Texas. Oh yeah, we're about to break the 700 mark on views. If we get one more viewer in here, we'll break 700. That'll be a record for me on YouTube. Ramen noodles and crushed Cheerios. I think you're messing with me on that one. I mentioned about how many viewers we had and I lost 50. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I had over 700 earlier? Very cool. Where in the world are you? I am currently in Haines, Alaska. Enjoying some really cool, crisp air. Getting to wear my jacket. I don't think I brought a hoodie or anything. I think I forgot my hoodie. I'm just enjoying the breeze. Thank you, Oak Ridge. Well, when I left Washington, I think it was, I don't know, like 89, 90 degrees, something like that. And now it's just low 50s. Low 50s, high 40s. Either way, it's nice. How many times can one question be asked? I thought I'd been answering the questions pretty good. Have I been missing some? I'm sorry. There's a couple items that I recovered from the old spot. I'm gonna be heading back in a few days, probably. A few days, a week maybe. Heading back, continuing digging. I finally got down in a good portion of it to the floor, so that should be good. I've never been there. Neither has he. Oh, that's a shame. If you have a house in Alaska, you should definitely spend time there. Thank you, Caleb. Are you working on any engineering projects? So I actually brought my sketch pad because there's a couple of things I want to start working on. Oh, look at Horny. It's a horn. I actually brought my sketch pad because some things I want to work on, some designs and stuff. But I haven't actually gotten to sit down and do it. I was waiting until I got to my island because there's a nice table, an entire wall of windows looking out to Alaska, and I was gonna sit there with a fire and a hot tea and design and all this, but I'm stuck here right now. What's the delay on the ferry? There was an issue with my ticket, so I had to get another ticket that was further out. The earliest opening for my truck. My truck's kind of large, so it can't fit everywhere. So I have to just wait until there's an opening for it on the ferry. No, I did not donate my hair when I cut it. How long will I stay? Do you mean here? Oh, it's starting to rain. There's supposed to be a storm. It's supposed to rain really hard, really hard for the next 2 days. So. No, this is actually the ocean. It's an inlet. Yes, the house on the island needs some work. I'm going to be taking care of that while I'm on the island. We're going to see if we can meet up. Our trips might not match. What's your best survival tip? Don't die. In essence, my best survival tip is don't die. And the best way to do that is make sure that you have the drive and willpower to keep going. In a survival situation, you might be required to do anything to survive. You have to have the mentality of a survivor or you'll perish. Almost 500 likes, very cool. Thank you, CJ. I appreciate that. I've had quite a few people being like, I don't want to give YouTube a cut. You look like Bing Chin from something? I don't know what that is. Hello, Rachel. How do you join the channel? There should be a button up in one of the corners, I think, or you just press on the face. It's called subscribe for YouTube, but it doesn't cost anything unless you want to become a member, and then that's a subscription, I think. I'm sorry, I don't discuss any of my siblings. What's my favorite fishing lure? My smile. Do you like Bear Girl's Survivor tips? I don't know who Bear Girl is. I've never heard of her. Yes, those are clouds behind me. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate the good vibes. I'm hanging in there. I'm just doing my thing. Oh, thank you, Maria Lewis. Thank you for joining the team. Welcome, welcome. Do you want to be a moderator? Anyone that becomes a member, I let become a moderator. It's one way to keep haters from joining. You need a new woman. Well, Octane, I don't see anyone lining up, so I don't think that's going to be a thing. Yeah, the background is beautiful. Oh, that's very cool. You and your wife used to watch the show. Very cool. Don't forget to follow me here. It's called subscribing, I believe. There we go. I got my tripod fixed. I'm fidgeting with it. I actually have several videos posted of my Alaskan trip, so y'all guys should check it out. No, I've never visited the East Coast. Well, correction, I was in Florida once. I got flown down for a gig there. How many pockets do I have? Are we including my pants as well, or just my jacket? No, I'm in Haines, Alaska, and I just had a raindrop hit my head. Hey, Eugene. I'm hanging in there. Just enjoying a nice cool air. Very cool, Maria. I'm glad that you joined. Let me know if you want to be a moderator. I am comfy. This is nice. It was 116 degrees where you are? Ooh. No, thank you. That is too much. Jacket for starters. This one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pockets. Oh. 8 pockets. 8 pockets in the jacket. Yeah, 116 is like, we went down to the river. What river? It didn't evaporate? My mom is doing well. For an exact, you have to reach out to her directly. Okay, I have about 40 minutes until I get to call my kiddo. It's a Harley Davidson. Probably get and charge my phone, and if it does start raining, I'm gonna need to put away some things. my hair is just so crazy right now. I look like my dad? Thank you. I think. Depends if you mean it as a compliment. There. I actually didn't bring my trench coat with me on the trip. I wish I had have, but I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. I had planned on bringing like a comfy hoodie and my trench coat, but I left them on accident. They're both most likely sitting on on the foot of my bed. So it happens. Okay, let's get this thing charged. I want to make sure I have full battery. Calm my kiddos. There we go. The wind does no favors to hair. Oh. There we go. That's a little bit better. Not by much, but a little bit. How often do I go live? I try to go live every day. That's the hope. I go live here on YouTube and on TikTok. There we go. Man, my forehead is breaking out. I have used way too much bug spray when I was digging through the wreckage. When I bet the wreckage is probably those things with wife and kids coming along. I have an ex-wife and I have 2 sons. So, if that's the answer. I've noticed a lot of people prefer YouTube as opposed to TikTok. It's kind of like these little, I don't want to say gangs, but I guess niches there. Niche. It's a little niche, I guess. Some people are dead set only YouTube. Others are dead set only TikTok, then only Facebook, then I only use Instagram. It's like very, very specific about those. So, like Becca, she's like, I don't use TikTok. And then Alice is like, I like YouTube better. And now they're gonna fight back and forth. I never tried TikTok. YouTube is a lot nicer. It's probably dependent on the group size, because here I have 603 people, and I've seen about 8 haters. But on YouTube, I usually have about 2,500 people that view my lives, and it's full of hate. So there's a band that I used to listen to. It's called Abney Park. Alright. There we go. Wait. I cannot do music on YouTube, can I? I can on TikTok, but not on YouTube. Darn. I did a video about my Wi-Fi setup. It was included. It was included in my last video. Noah, you're the best. At some things I am. Other things, not so much. Think you ever do another TV show in the future? I'm currently doing videos and stuff on YouTube, and that seems to be going rather well for me. It's a copyright strike, I believe. It's a shame that you can't use music and stuff, because I like to play music during my lives. Not like on TikTok, I'm able to. But tonight, since it's windy and going to be super rainy, after I call my kiddos, I'm probably gonna get in my comfy clothes, get undressed, and grab my sketchbook and maybe do some sketches, and I might hop back on a live, on here probably, and just do some sketches while we talk. Hello from upstate New York. What time is it in your location? It is 6 o'clock. Yes, I'm sleeping in my truck. I knew that witch was wrong for you when she was first introduced on the show. Sorry, bro. Plenty of fish in the sea. Better ones also, and way prettier. One, don't disrespect the mother of my children. It doesn't matter if she's my wife or ex-wife. She will always be the mother of my children, and I will defend her as violently as necessary. Two, to each their own. I believed that my ex-wife was beautiful, gorgeous. Of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and perfection is merely perception personified. So, to each their own, but don't disrespect the mother of my children. Hello, Sarah from Australia. You know why Australia is called the Down Under, right? It's because it's down under because there's so many poisonous, deadly things there that can kill you. If you visit Australia, you'll be 6 feet down under. Well, it doesn't matter if she's my wife or my ex-wife. I have to defend her because she's the mother of my children. So, I'm not sure if I broke this finger or if it's just the arthritis acting up. Does she defend me? I don't do what I do based on the actions of others. I do what I do because I am who I am in a vacuum. It is not dependent on the actions of other people. My ex-wife could sit there and badmouth me, like, to someone straight in front of me. If that person badmouthed her, we'd have an issue. So I'm not who I am dependent on the actions of someone else. My sons are currently 6 and 3, and Eli will turn 4. He'll turn 4 in October. I'll be back by then. If you missed the show, be sure to tune in to my siblings and my YouTube channels. I've been posting videos about my journey. So, and even after I'm back to Washington, after my Alaskan trip, I'm going to continue posting, but that will be mainly my projects. Projects, day-to-day updates, and that sort of thing. The way I kind of want to do my projects is no editing, just process. So basically, I'll hit record, do my thing, drag the camera around with me to wherever I'm going, and just film it. I'm currently in Haines, Alaska. I'm still alive, depends on your definition. You want to see a few of my drawings? I have to step outside to grab them. I have them a tote in one of my side compartments. But if y'all guys want to see drawings, I can go grab my sketches. They're not very good. They're just doodles, but it kind of shows some ideas I have. That is a lot of yes. Someone knew Abney Park. Very cool. Do I talk about politics? No. If my granddad always said, the best way to keep a friend is not to discuss religion or politics. Because those are things that are designed to unify us, but usually end up separating us. Right back. I'm gonna go grab my sketch pad. I'm back. It would have been funny if I had more viewers when I got back than when I left. It's like, we prefer his live when he's not in it. That would be hilarious. No, I don't know why I'm in my big boots. I'm down here and not in the woods. I should swap out of my tennis shoes. I might do that. Pull, will the pics be any good? I don't think that the pictures are any good. Boring. Okay, Sam, you can leave if you want. No one's forcing you to be here. If there isn't some cosmic deity being like, be here! Sorry, I wasn't planning on getting into this one until I got to my island. Okay. Very green. The shine on my face is like kryptonite. So, this is a design for a smoker. Angle this down a little bit. Okay. So, it's two 55-gallon drums. No, sorry, one is a smaller, one is I think it's about 25 gallons. Alright, let's see if there's something I can use as a pointer. Okay, so it's two drums. Okay. The bottom drum, the door opens and you feed in wood. So, well, when it opens, it's actually a sliding drawer that goes the entire portion that you can put wood in. You close it, you light the fire in there, there's vent controls. I don't have that drawn actually. And these are not just steel bars, they're actually pipes that pipe the smoke in. Because this one has a hanging rack inside. It's several racks, and they pull out in one unit, and you put your meat there, and then we put it back in, and you close it, and then you can control the vents and whatnot. I need to put the vents on it. Anyway, the smoke goes through, it's let out, so these pipes go into it, not just open, but they go in where they're underneath the meat, with holes in it, so that the smoke comes through. The smoke comes through, goes out, fills, and then there's a vent here at the top that it can exit. So that's my smoker. Yay. Then this one is the crane system for the dock. So this part is set on a platform that's actually on the top where the deck will be, where it goes down to the dock. I actually should draw the dock. I'll draw the dock, because the dock actually raises, the ramp for the dock raises up to make it more difficult for someone to get in, that we can't really use the dock without permission. I have plans. Like the dock is actually, when not in use, and I'm not there, if I don't have anything on the dock, at low tide, you can actually hook it into the posts to where it doesn't raise with the tide, and so it's submerged, in order to make it to where people can't use it if you're not there. Anyway, so this, it's simple. Pulley system, you turn this ship's wheel. You turn the ship's wheel, and it raises and lowers the pulley system. Then over here, there's a handle, so once you bring it up, you can use this, and it pulls it in, and then you can lower this onto this circular part. It's down here, you can see it's circular, and then when you push this handle, which is this handle, it actually rotates just this. It doesn't rotate the crane is stationary. It only rotates this circular platform that allows the cargo to be placed here. This is circle, moves it around to the other end, then it's hooked onto here where it goes onto the tram. I know, I'm no artist, but lines are lines, and it works to be able to demonstrate the idea. This one was a goofy idea, based after something Eli had said. So it's a rock, pick, and hammer that are adjustable, that you can take, and wherever you want flattened down, you take, and wherever it's flattened down, you drill 4 holes, and this device slips into it, it's built over it, and then as you rotate the handle, it raises these hammers up, and then it trips it, and it hits down, one after the other. Right, one's a pick, one's a hammer. It's just a silly little design based off just something that Eli had done. There's a slip gear here in order to be able to let the force of its own weight come down, but I haven't drawn that into the sketch yet, the slip gear. Just the basics of the system for raising it. So this one, This is a favorite of mine. This is a water filtration system in order to be able to take salt water and turn it into mineralized, purified water. The salt water pumps into this tank that is heated. The steam collects here and then comes down here and is condensed, pours into here. There's a pressure plate here. When it reaches a certain part of full, it's not running a flow system, it's a pressure plate. I thought that was kind of cool. It's then pumped out, up here, over, and then poured the distilled water, which is basically what this is, just distilled water, which you can drink, but it's not good for you. You can't survive on it because you need the minerals. So the distilled water is then poured over the mineral bath, and then pour it in, and you have good drinking water. I'm not sure how often these would have to be changed. It would really be dependent. That's more part of the experiment of doing it. And then, of course, so when you're distilling your water, this tank will actually have residue in the bottom of it that will be salt. It'll be sea salt. So you'll technically be making fresh drinking water and a supply of sea salt. I thought that was cool. And salts can be used like for ice and cooking and all sorts of things. But that collection system is technically separate. There would be a little opening on the side to scrape all that out. Yeah. So this one is actually my favorite. This one is tidal power, but not done in the traditional sense of tidal power, just where the tide rolls a Pelton wheel. This one is actually a dam construction that will be placed up on the side of the rock embankment. I have a picture to demonstrate the area on the island that it will be. One moment. There it is. Okay. So, beside the house, over here, is a very good rock wall. So I'm going to be building the dam about from here out around to here. I have a bunch of copies of this because I'm going to be sketching it onto the pictures of the different creations. I had those done before, but I had issue with that. So, this dam will be built on that point. The point on here, it'll be built around, and this is above the high tide mark, right? It's a good foot above. However, these intake valves are not. They are slightly below high tide mark. So when tide comes in, it comes up, it pours over these inlets. Each of these inlets have a Pelton wheel built in. So as the water rolls into it, you're spinning very quick Pelton wheels, which will generate power, which goes to your power bank. So, bear with me. Then, when it fills it up, it stops because it's full, and this tank, this water reservoir, this dam, is full. Okay. Then as the tide lowers, it doesn't come back over these, it stays, right? Leaving it full. As soon as the tide passes by the first Pelton box, which is here, the first Pelton box, and it continues going, right? This is technically full, but the tide will go past it. As soon as it gets past the float valve, the tide goes down, which will make the float valve go down, which allows water to pour out of here, which allows it to rush past the Pelton wheels. This is an underestimation of how many Pelton wheels there will be, and how many of these pipes that there will be. There could be several of them, depending on the functionality of it. Anyway, so the concept of it will be draining out. There is enough water in here. The estimate of my gallons is, I think, 4,000 gallons or something like that. I had the math in another paper that got messed up, but it's thousands of gallons of water. Thousands of gallons of water in here. Because like those big tanks are 500, so you can hold about, we're talking about at least 5,000 gallons of water, which would be going through. This is creating a lot of electricity. I mean, a lot. Way more than one house needs. Okay? And this is all charging. Okay. So, this flows through. It's good, blah, blah, blah. You have power. Now, if you need maintenance on this, the last thing you want is to fall in here and get stuck. So there is going to be 2 exit ladders, one on each side. And then also for maintenance of this, because you can't work on it if it's full of water and water is just flowing, there is a kill switch here. That means you don't have to drain your tank. There's a kill switch here to be able to do maintenance further down the line. And then there also is this door. This door right here is controlled by this ship's wheel. When you turn the ship's wheel, it just simply opens the door. That door is about 5 feet circular. It's large enough to flow mass amounts of water out very quickly, and then I guess there will be a residue layer of water, so it'll only be about a foot deep, foot or 2 deep once you're actually in it. Throw some waders on, you're fine. Once you get in. So then, after that point, you can just walk in, do your maintenance, do your thing, and leave. Now you might be wondering, okay, what about fish? Right? Why do fish come over the dam? They can't. So the dam actually, every one of these inlets are blocked. They're screened and graded, so that small creatures can't come in. Then, of course, is buildup of barnacles, that sort of thing. That's what the trap door is for, in order to be able to get in, scrub clean, do your thing, right? But there's filters on all of it. Even the Pelton wheel outlet has filters on it designed to stop barnacles from growing in. That's my favorite of them. I'm not sure if you can tell. That's my favorite. But no, there's no fish in, no fish out. It won't be an issue at all. And yep, and that's it. And then I had started on my tram to be able to take things from the dock to the main house, not the harbor shack, which is the house that's there right now, but like the main house. So that's some of my plans. I like talking about my projects, and I don't get to talk about my projects often. I am usually met with eye rolls. So. There. Well, my plan is to build an actual house, a large house, back further on the island, and I don't want to have to carry things by hand all the way across the island. So I'm going to build a tram system in order to be able to carry cargo. Yes, kids could ride it. It'd be small enough. It's actually probably be enough. A lot of weight for materials alone. So I'd say the tram could probably carry, my estimate is about 300 pounds. So I guess an adult could ride it. Yep, I have 8 minutes until I get to call my boys. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to call my boys in a bit. And then I might hop back on a live. But I'm really tired. I've been up since very early. I think like 4. So, yeah. I actually had a design for a hot air balloon. I did. But that didn't happen. Regretfully. Stuff happened. So, okay. So, I'll talk to y'all guys later. I might be back on. Might not. I'm not sure. You guys have a nice night. I'm going to go check on my boys. Night, guys.